Alright, we have a... What's going on? It's not saying I'm live anymore. That's real weird. Either way, at least it's recording, I hope. Live schmive, I guess. There's something's going on with the game. Dun, dun, dun. Let me turn my sound up a bit. There we go. Iana Selector. It's a cool name. I like it. Looks like we're in EU, judging by the Protost's name. Hatcheries timed well. Everything else, 27-13. Yeah, everything else went down well. Oh, no, there, that's not good. Alright. Yeah, spine's not a bad idea. I would probably want 2 spines. We really do need a queen or something to help us out with trying to deny this. I think you probably honestly just send your drones up to avoid them getting caught in any crossfire. And try to play. Honestly, my thing's an artist. It's a shame because those lings are dead weight now. This isn't gonna get anything done. Do not engage with the cannons. Cancel this, move back, cancel this, move back, cut your losses. Killing that zealot, even if you did get the zealot, it doesn't change any of the maths with what is happening right now. This will kill this. This will probably kill this now. I think it's in range, because if that's in range, surely that's in range. So again, get onto gas, bring the drones up. Why are you making more lings? Lings do nothing in this scenario. That should have gone for that, but hopefully he'll finish that up. In this scenario, I always think that the Overlord should be coming around and having a look to see what the gases are. You can see one gas has been taken. He's got like 20 gas. Yeah, here we go, 20 gas. And the other gas hasn't been taken. So you know now that there's not going to be any major tech for like 2 minutes, maybe more. Minimum, right? And I mean major tech like Stargate or something like that. Like I'm not talking about getting the Twilight Council because that doesn't really count. We have to keep our lings out of sight. We have to keep them in hold position. Oh. We need to be droning. We need tech, right? So how are we anticipating ending this game? Oh. That ain't it. You obviously have never used Ravagers before, because slow lings just ain't it. This dies to like, you could have just built one Ravager, dropped a Roach Warren, built one Ravager, and then just like biled this down and eventually killed it. And then push across the map, right? Where's your Overlord? Like you see that he's just got a cannon, he's got this, he's not building anything else at home except for this. We need to keep the lings out of range. This queen as well. Just a little bit of like something to think about when you're playing in a situation like this. You have 3 queens. The one with the most energy is the one that's the closest to dying, right? If she cops 2 hits from anything here, or she takes a hit from a cannon right now, I'm pretty sure she dies. So she needs to be just a little bit further back, and the other 2 queens need to be at the front. Whether it's as simple as like you grab them all and you A-move them somewhere, then grab her, pull her back, and then A-move her forward again. whatever it is, but that queen needs to be at the back because she has a full transfuse and she's on par to get another transfuse soon enough. We want to keep her energy. I don't think we really need any more injects because we can't afford to spend what we have already. So that's fine. This is not helping down this situation. So this should be pulled and brought down to here. We have creep, so we no longer need to worry about cannons progressing in. We need to be concerned though about what is happening behind this. And this is exactly why we need this Overlord to come in. You can either it'll force him to make something at home, or he might have to recall a Stalker if he really wants to get rid of it. But basically, there's no way for him to hide this without building a gateway, recalling a Stalker. You know what I mean? Like, he's going to have to spend way more money than he wanted to get rid of that Overlord. Otherwise, it will sit here indefinitely and just tell you everything, right? He has full walled. He can't get out of this base. So what's the game plan? This is one base. You have two bases. Your hatchery is it even in range? Your hatchery isn't even in range, so you're not at threat of dying at any point now. The hatchery is 4 minutes in, you still have the hatchery. You're in an amazing position versus one base Protoss. We just need to make sure that we handle this correctly. Don't inject, please. Was that roaches? Was that like 3 or 4 roaches? Why the fuck are we making lings, man? Why are you making lings? Do you have ling speed? You don't have ling speed. You're about to get a Roach Warren. Like, this is disconnected. You have made a choice to go for a Roach Warren. You've dropped the gas, which you haven't saturated. And then you've gone and spent a good chunk of your lava to make lings just as your Roach Warren's about to pop. This is a disconnect in what you're actually needing to do. All this money, if this was me and I'd made these lings by mistake, I would have literally cancelled them. I don't care about the lava that much. I'd be more than happy to cancel these, get the money back, and then just drop like a couple of roaches a little bit quicker. That's a mistake. To be absolutely fair to you though, this isn't a lot here, and this could be very easily overwhelmed with literally just a handful of roaches and lings and the queens coming down. But it needs to be managed correctly. Please don't do another inject. Good. That's it. That's all you want to do. You could have honestly got out of this with just Mass Queen. I believe 100% you could have broken out of this with Mass Queen by like 5 minutes easily. Kill the cannon. Oh, why are we... It's got 2 pylons powering it. We're not going to get... Okay. So, we're not looking at the DPS here. What is DPS damage per second? The cannon is doing slightly more than 20 damage per second. And you lost... 140 DPS worth of lings to try and kill 1 pylon, when you could have just come up here. They could have killed this cannon with a full surround. Bear in mind, you will lose obviously lings going in, but they will kill this cannon in like 2 and a bit seconds. With the queen's help, it probably will be 2 seconds. But we really wasted this. That's sick. Let's go. We wasted some potential here. We could have also brought this down. The spine could have come down first. How much health is it on? It's like half, yeah? The spine could have come down first to soak up a couple of cannon hits, and this queen probably needed to be present, if nothing else, than for a transfuse. If the spine had come down first, and they put the spine into cannon range, he needs to give the cannon up, right? He can't have his Stalker and Zealot out here trying to fight all this off, getting picked up by 3 queens. He needs to do something. We were literally here. We were literally here with everything that we needed to do to kill this, and then we just fumbled it so hard. So while we're trying to kill this 1 pylon, we have lost so many units to do this. Both the cannons are still going, and you haven't got the second pylon, which is still going to be powering both of these and the batteries and the gateway. So you could have killed one cannon quickly and then ran off, but instead we have sacrificed essentially everything here to kill a pylon. And fair enough, you did end up getting all the energy from the battery, which is fantastic, but it doesn't really solve the problem of him having almost 50 DPS per second, right? Which, in case you're wondering, is going to kill roaches fairly quickly if they get a chance. As we can see here, combined with the stalkers. If he just keeps the stalkers and the cannons shooting, he should be in an amazing spot. Now, did you lose queens? You lost queens in that, didn't you? Yeah. So you lost a shit ton of lings, a couple of roaches, and 2 queens as well to kill a pylon, basically. So now that he's lost this forward cannon, there's no real momentum here, right? But we didn't bother rebuilding our queens, and this is why the queens always need to be rebuilt. Now, that's it. Punch it. What are you doing? Like, this is... You were losing DPS anyway, right? If he's chasing you and getting free damage with the Void Ray, then there's no point running away. You might as well face this, because all this is 3 empty batteries, a stalker, 2 stalkers, and a Void Ray. The Void Ray is really good against this. I'd be nervous about bringing the queen out. I would be making more queens again. This is very cheeky. When did he do this? Anyway, so the point is, if the Void Ray is chasing you and getting free damage, and you're not getting damage back, you're just losing any momentum you have. See, look, when we can actually catch the stalkers, it's an easy kill. That's why the queen should have come out. That queen had like 100 energy on her as well. She has 2 transfuses, but they're dead if she can't. They're useless if she can't just exist. So I would have come up here, removed this, but kept the queen completely out of it. It is worth not losing the queen. See how he targeted the queen down? He knows that that queen with all that energy is the crux of this. Now the Void Ray's here. He's getting sick damage with this. It's literally just a handful of units, and you've done everything wrong to try and keep this alive. Just bile it. You have heaps of gas. You could make... He turned the beam. He turned the halfway through the map. Like, just bile it. Honestly, just bile it. If I can kill Masters players with a bile on their yeah, we need to be making more queens again. Bile. 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 It's bile. The other thing the bile does as well is that it buys us... Do they regenerate? They don't regenerate energy when they're unpowered, right? Yeah, cool. Wait. They do? I feel like that's not good. Not all, maybe fair is not the right term, but I don't feel like that should be a thing, right? This is not connected to the Protoss homeworld now, whatever. Why is this generating value of any kind? So if you're biling as well, what you're doing is also forcing the Void Rays to move. When they move, they lose DPS. There's just so many reasons to be biling right now. Yes. And look, boom, we got good damage on him. You have plenty of... Why are we fighting? Keep making queens. You have so much money. We should be pumping... Please tell me we're pumping... No, we're not pumping double queens. Is there a reason we're not pumping... Oh, I mean, that's dead now, but like... You made drones? We'd only have like the one full gas done. This seemed like a very obvious thing, and we saw it coming and just didn't have any units to chase this with. I wouldn't bring 2. But you have an army here that can just now clean this up for free. There we go. We're at the edge of creep where we can't heal. The Void Ray is going to chase down. Yep. And now things are going to get out of control really fucking quick. This is how Protosses win these games, right? It's because we just don't make queens. You make queens, you win. It's pretty simple, right? We should be targeting down the weakest one, which is this one too. Like, oh, we got one. We should be getting onto the gas. We are finally killing this, which is great. Oh, it's so painful. You could probably afford, with the money you have, to literally just like drop 5 spores and just be done with it. We should still be making double queens now that this hatch has gone up. You have 200 APM. This is more APM than I have, man. You are doing more things a minute than I do, and I'm in Masters, right? So, what are you doing? What are you doing that is allowing him to get this advantage to you? You have the opportunity here. We need to, yeah, we're making double queens. Now, yes, we've got some damage on him. Cancel. Oh, cancel. We're watching this, right? I'm watching your screen. What are you doing? I get that he flew away, right? But we still need to be aware of the current threat. He's floating so much money as well. This dude has no idea what he's doing. A couple of Void Rays should not be generating this much value. If you just make queens, man. Just make queens. They're good units. There's a reason they got nerfed, kind of. Because people hate them. Because they're good units. We left this alone. We don't know anything about this, which sucks as well, because this is a 2-base carrier now. Off the back of one cannon at home. He had no defense. We never... Like, we had no chance of winning this. We've gone for a couple of Ravages, which I'm not sure why, because we don't even have enough queens to defend ourselves, let alone... That's GG. Two, three, 1, 2, 3. Why are we not just bringing them down to here? This queen's not helping at all. Double carrier. Oh, it was just one transfuse. It looked like 2 went off. Look, we made a couple of queens and some spores, and now he has to go home. Like, it's that easy, man. I love that we're checking for a third, but we should be honestly checking the rest of the map. He's done so much damage to you, though, that even if it's like a 1-base scenario... Oh, dude, you're on like fucking 8 workers. Jesus Christ. Game's over, man. Yeah. I don't know what that means, but that was not good. So much went wrong there. So much stuff went wrong. My very first game, as soon as I'm not tilted enough to play after another month, that's no good. Wait, is this the same one? No, because it would say like brackets 1, right? That's crazy to me. Same map. We saw the probe cross the map. I wonder if we made the pull to Canada. That's good. That's cool. I like it. Oh, 2 probes? That's not good. If you ever see 2 workers, you need to be on high alert real bloody quick. Where's the queens, man? Where's the queens, man? Queens. We're just going to put ourselves in a macro hole here. So cancel this, because this is dead. Cancel. Put a spine here, so you can kill this from the high ground. And focus on what you're going to do next. You can see him taking a base, so the pressure's on now to end this game. This should be... I don't know what's going on with the streaming lately. It's kicking me on and off. Have I pissed off someone at Twitch or something? What's happening? The gas is good. We're getting rid of this. We should have saved all those lings. Take this out. Instead, the queen is like a whole queen late for no real reason. This is great though. So what this will do is obviously this will get rid of this, but this will also prevent the probe from ever coming up and trying that again. He won't be able to get anything up on this high ground. If you've got a spine here, it'll just two-shot the probe, and that'll be the end of it. We go into the gas, then we rally two back. We rally all of them back, and then we rally two in, and like, just grab a bunch, right click, ding ding, right click back. Pardon me. Also. Now we don't want to sit at the ramp either, right? Because if he does bring the probe up and gets vision, boom, you lose it. You lose a ling like instantly, right? And it'll only take a couple of seconds to lose both. Alright, so where's your overlords? Very late. So this is actually a perfect transition to go into a Nidus, because this guy is going to have no chance. Right, we start the Nidus now. Pretend we start the Nidus now. It takes 57 seconds, so at 4:25, let's say to make it easy, we have a lair already done. Yep, queen. So this time we're building lots of queens. We're building Ravagers. This is much better, but what concerns me here is that we're not going to get across the map quickly enough. And that's why I prefer the Nidus, right? So we'd already have... We'd almost have the lair done now. He's building his Stargate. The Nidus takes 36 seconds as well. So at like 5 minutes, we have a Nidus. File down, beautiful. We even avoid this, right? We don't even need to spend money on this. We can just make a whole bunch more queens. I actually don't mind the hatchery, the spare hatchery. Just cancel and build a second hatchery to keep pumping queens. But air units is like the classic follow-up to this, right? Air units is such a classic follow-up for this because it lets Protoss keep pressure across the map without letting them get overrun by like lings or roaches or anything on the ground, right? So if this gets caught out on the map, the Ravagers are literally so fucking cool, dude. If this gets caught out on the map, it's going to die, and I don't feel like it's going to get enough done here to warrant what it's worth, because this is going to kill our macro ability, right? We built one Overlord. We're building a natural. We're spreading some creep out. These are all really good things. Wait. Okay. We've got a lair. It's still not too late, right? Because the advantage is, right, he wants to be aggressive with his... what are those flying dudes called? Void Rays. So that gives us an opportunity actually to counterattack. If we see his Void Rays are across the map, they're actually attacking us. And they also can't be at home. 4 queens pops out. It will definitely kill 1 Void Ray. It will definitely kill 2 Void Rays with some transfuse energy, which you should almost have. You would be very close to having. By the time the Nidus pops, yeah, you'd be there. So a Nidus, what are we talking? When I say 5 minutes, right? So 5 minutes in, his Void Ray, where was it? Or is he playing purely defensive with the Void Ray? It took him... Wait. 4:31, we'll say it was finished. Didn't build the void for like 15 seconds. We would already have the Nidus up. He has literally probes and a stalker to stop it. You could get away with honestly doing it in vision, and unless he pulls the workers instantly, he's not going to stop it. And literally just a couple of roaches need to pop out, and it's over. It's so over. You should be in a really good position here to hold this, honestly. That's very clever by him. He's checking to see if you've taken a natural, right? It's actually high tier. He's ahead of you in basically any statistic that's worthwhile. Ahead in workers. He's got a third base. You don't. You're droning up though, which is nice to see. You do have some good creep spread in your base as well, which is nice. It's going to help a lot. We can't afford to lose a queen to that. You could even go for an offensive Nidus that isn't quite game ending. Just drop it here and start spreading some creep because he's got no detection except for the cannons, right? If he comes here, your next Nidus can be in the main, and now he has a choice to make. Double, yeah, nah, this is going to get out of hand really quick, I feel. Good handling there. We don't want it. We don't want the queen to come out. Hello. Ah. Oh. But look at the worker count. He's booming ahead, right? A lot of money we're spending on spores. This is all really good. But we have no idea that he's got a third, right? This just dies to like a handful of cannons and stuff too, yeah? There's nothing super fancy about this, but oh my god. And so this is part of the arms race kind of concept, is that he's gone for a cannon rush that kind of nullifies a lot of your, it nullifies your natural. It's kind of stunted your economic growth, right? Without a natural, there's not much you can do. Stunted your tech because you want to bust out of it. And then on top of that, he's gone into Void Rays. Hydras are a good counter to Void Rays. No joke. They really are a good counter to Void Rays. But they're not good against Colossus, which is what the next tech choice is going to be, right? So we need to be thinking like, what could he possibly be doing? Why has that one got spines and the other one doesn't? Where'd they go? Do they just shoot? Is that why? Well, that one just shot? How does that work? So we need to be aware what is going to be, like if you think about it from your side, right? If you're playing Void Rays, mass Void Rays basically, you know your opponent's probably going to, they're not going to go Corruptors because that's not good against Void Rays. They're probably not going to go Muta because it's very finicky and very hard to win with. They're probably just going to go Mass Hydra and try and kill you. So all the Protoss really needs to do is go into Colossus. Like, would you not do the same thing if it was you? I'd like to think so. So it's that simple, right? Like, we're going for a Bane's Nest. I don't know why. Here we go. And we don't want to fight this, right? We just, yes, that's it. That's it. Pick off what you can. Beautiful. This is amazing. This is really good. Drone up behind it. Absolutely. This is sick. This is what I wanted to see. We're not getting too distracted by this, and we're not taking really bad fights. Now, once there's a Colossus out, we can't chase, right? Boom. You got what you needed. Now get the fuck out of there. You could easily transition now into Roach Hydra and win this game. 100%. I do not doubt that in a million years. I think we missed a spot here. But I reckon that fight, yeah, put you ahead. So you've been behind pretty much all game, right? But that one fight probably put you in a really good spot. Hydra's basically hard counter Void Rays, and Roaches are basically hard counter Colossus, right? Both these units compositions hard counter each other, but you have the advantage of being able to make like 36 units a minute, whereas he's only making like 2 Colossus and 2 Void Rays a minute. He's already got range and +1 on it, which is pretty deadly. But I'm hopeful we don't lose this, but I'm also very apprehensive and scared that we might. Again, I don't understand what that's for. Attack's okay. I'd probably rather Carapace though, in case this goes into like carriers, because Carapace is mad important. He's getting +2 for his ground weapons. He's getting air weapons as well. Whereas we don't have a... We got double hydrogen. Fucking sick. That's going to make for some good timings. We're going back for this again. But this is not enough. We want an overwhelming amount. And we haven't really been in a position all game either to do that, right? We need to... It's about thinking about... What do you call it? I think opportunity cost is the term for it, but like... exponential growth, right? He started his natural just when you were losing yours, right? So just by... like, even if his macro is pretty bad, like, he has to be ahead, right? He also took his third earlier. Got a higher worker count than you. He is getting... You guys are even on economy only because, like, he hasn't got a fourth base. Oh, shit, he has to. He's long distance mining at those, so it's not as important. It's not generating the income that he probably wanted to be generating. So you are behind in a lot of ways. You're ahead in army trades right now, but you've been behind all game in terms of income, which over an 11-minute game, being like 10 workers behind is huge. Like, you've lost probably thousands of minerals already. So we just need to be really careful about how we take our fights, and we need something. The Lings as well, I do not understand. They could have just been roaches, because they're going to melt to both compositions without really doing anything back. And like, look at that. 4 Colossus is incredible. Incredible. Let's have a look. 90 HP. 17 damage. Twice. Hey, sorry, I'm having trouble reading that. Abuneo, 31548. Thank you for following. So, maths isn't my strong suit, but this is basically 3 shots. So these Colossus, if your Hydra line up, they are one-shotting a whole row of Hydralisks. Just like that. And that's basically what happened here. This army walked in, you had no idea where he was as well. You're on layer tech, so there's no excuse for you not to have... What happened here? Did we end up cancelling it, I guess? There's no excuse not to have a handful of overseers ready, just to be able to look around with a probe, with a changeling, and say, okay, where are you? If I know where you are, I know what you have, I know if I can attack or not. We go in, like, look at the speed everything here is dying at. There's cannons and shield batteries as well here. Did he lose a unit? He didn't lose a single unit. 4812 to 3593. We've already lost a couple hundred. We've lost like 500 resources in like 5 seconds of that fight. You don't have the DPS left to really kill anything except for that one Colossus at the front. So we didn't kill a single unit of his, and we ended up losing 2.5k. So if we look at this, you've lost a minute's worth of mining basically from this one fight. This one fight that was over in like 15 seconds. It was actually over before that. But marching up a ramp into an army you don't know anything about is a surefire way to just lose games. And until you can get some changelings, the Ravagers aren't going to add much to this either, I don't believe. You know that he's on 3 bases, but you don't know that he's on 4 bases. So he has exponential growth. He's going to outgrow the fuck out of you at this stage now. You do have a 4th and a 5th hatchery, but they're very easy for Protoss to just walk up and snipe, especially when your army value is less than like a third of his. This is Lurker Hydra territory, basically. And the way this would work is we need to pull his attention somewhere and then get Lurkers into here with a couple of roaches and hydras, and basically say if the Colossus want to engage the hydras, they need to run through the lurkers, and the void rays don't have the range to engage the hydras without the Colossus support, or else the hydras will just melt them. Because the hydra actually has some insane DPS. It does like 20 damage a second, right? But they're weak as crap. They're 90 HP, light, biological, no armor starting, and needing 2 upgrades to become semi-useful makes them a very expensive glass cannon. We see that he's got a 4th. Now, we see that he's got a 4th. If this was me playing, I'd be like, you know what? I am just going to try and drone to like 90, 95 and just play the game out from there. If I die before I hit it or I die right after it, so be it. But I do not want to play a game where I am waiting for the Protosses basically to come across the map and kill me because he has more stuff. Because with the fights that we've taken, that's where this is going to go. We're going to get to +2, but we haven't built any air units yet as well either, right? So this is a problem too. We are putting money into units that just do not help us in these games. That's now like 300 gas or something that's gone into 500 really. It's gone into Aspire. Yes, here we go. Changelings. Nah, too much stuff. Get out. Beautiful. You could even Baal down here, right? Because his army's kind of clunky. Or now that's in here, is his Templar as well. So he's getting Storm too. Or he's going to eventually getting it. And he's got 1-1-1-1-2 to your 2+ armor. I don't know why we're going for armor either though. We have Ling. We're building Ling upgrades for an army with not a single Ling in it. Alright? 12 Lings, right? This DPS here is way better than the 12 Lings we have, and the 12 Lings look like they probably just sat at hatcheries doing nothing. Why are we getting upgrades for ground units? And with the amount of damage that Protoss does to us, it's almost worth, like, why are we even bothering getting Carapace, right? We should put that money into tech, so you could go into a Lurker Den and a Hive, which I think you already have a Hive, right? You got an Infestation Pit very early. I would sometimes get this, but not. At this stage, I'd be pretty terrified right now of losing the game. So we could come up here, we could, if we see his armies pushing through this gap, we can bile it, and all we can do is just hope that he steps into it too long and we get away. We don't want to actually fight this, we just want to see if we can pick off bits and pieces, and when we do this, we also keep him at home. We're going to be careful of getting baited. Ooh, we almost got some good hits there, I reckon. So now that you've spent a wave of 46 Lings, which isn't good here, unless they come from a flank, which I would almost bet money that they won't. This is not good, but what this is good for is if you don't fight this right now, you pull back to here. If your Lings sit here, or sit here, ready to go, as soon as he tries to push up this ramp, you sandwich him from both sides, and you drop the biggest load of vials right on top of the middle of the top of the army, and you will kill everything here very quickly. What we don't want is we don't want him to keep kiting us and getting free damage every single time we engage. He still has not lost a unit since our earlier fight. So imagine if those vials... I didn't even see him researching Storm. He must have already done it, and just didn't have the energy on the Templar, I guess. Not the greatest Storms, but the damage that those vials could have done if we just waited. We have 46 Lings coming. They're so good for wraparounds and surrounds, and to prevent army movement. Look at that! Look at the damage it did! We didn't need to fight this here. We really didn't need to fight this here. We don't need to fight this, man. Like this... And now your army's just like 46 Lings. Which is garbage. Straight up garbage. There's 1-1-1, and you've got +2 armor Lings, which die to 2 shots against everything that's in this army. The Colossus are going to be one-shotting the Lings. The Zealots are going to be 2-shotting the Lings. Even the Void Rays will be doing some really good damage. Normal damage. Yeah, the stalkers are two shotting, and the stalker's the only thing here that sucks, and it's 3-shotting. Everything here is 2-shotting lings, and then he's almost got another storm as well. So imagine, right, as I talked about, he pulls up this ramp, you come in with a swarm of lings around the back, you bring them from the front too, you literally split off into 2 armies, you come in here, you drop bars on the middle of the army while it's clumped, and it is so over. This game is done. Even this fight, with just the 46 lings, imagine if you had your earlier army plus the 46 lings right now. Look how panicked he is. He can't DPS this down, even though this is literally just 2+ armor lings, right? We've finally got some momentum on our side, but this is a 5-base Protoss, rocking 11 gateways, 3 robos, 2 stargates. He has the entire tech tree unlocked. We're dead. We're dead. We're dead. Like, this all dies to like a handful of biles. I'm going to go back, I think, when this is over and have a look at that fight on the ramp and see just how easy it is to kill that. Good fight. Good trade. He lost like 6k there. You lost more. He's not even spending his money. He's literally... This is what bothers me so much. He could have just built slow zealots, honestly, and been fine here. With the amount of money he's floating, he could have just built like 15 cannons here. He knows this is coming from this direction. What drone count are you on? 87. So you're finally getting into a good drone count. Look at his army though. It's so much Templar. Right? What kills Templar? And it's not doing this. Because he can just keep the Templar away, right? The roaches... These roaches got speed? They do. They just felt really slow. He can just keep the Templar away. The Zealots have charge now as well. He's got so much money. He could just burn this and be maxed out. But he's not going to because that's too hard. We need to keep making sure we're researching all of our upgrades and stuff instead. Killing the 5th base was really good. I like it. We're still behind, but we have potential. We have tools on the way, yeah? I really don't like that you've left all the overlords here, because I don't think you're actually seeing that your things are ready to be upgraded and stuff. We're not seeing it when we're flicking through our bases real quick. How do I do this? When we're flicking through our bases... no, you're not too bad with it, actually. But still, I don't think... Nah, we can't. You saw how many Templar there were, man. The stream keeps cutting off. What the hell is happening? I need to do some fault finding or something, I guess. That's really frustrating. I'm just going to stop it for now. Just doing the recording. You saw how much storm this was? What beats this? It's just lurkers, man. And you have the money, you have economy, you have the tech, you have the hive unlocked. Get the lurker den and fucking make lurkers, dude. This can't fight lurkers. This can't fight lurkers. This can't fight lurkers. These don't fight lurkers. None of this shit here fights lurkers. Just make lurkers. Like, he's got nothing to worry about now. He can even storm his own units and be perfectly fine. Morph them into Archons. They'll clean everything up that's left, and it's GG. 213 as well is incredible upgrades for your 220. Here we go with the Queens. The Queens are actually going to be pretty good, but this is too much army. 100% this is too much army. Because you got to remember as well, your army count includes all these Queens. This is such a good number of Queens. I guess the last game was very triggering, and we're just like, we're just going to build a shit ton of Queens this time. And although Queen's DPS sucks and you didn't get upgrades for it, because this is honestly getting negated to hell, it's really good to see that you did it. But yeah, we lost this. Surely we're going to concede in a sec. This is over. This is 100% over. Yeah, he got lucky there and saw you moving out there and was able to get in position to stop it. So many void rays. Alright. Where's this fight here? It's after this, right? Alright, so I need to obviously stop it before here because this is where we give the game away, basically. Alright. Take command. Return to game. We're on our army back, right? Dropping changelings. Grab it all and then F2 back if it's easy for you, honestly. Right? Alright, and now all of our lings popped out. Using all the keys, mate. All the keys. So. No. Easy win. And I know he's not attacking back. I get that. But trust me that there is no way he gets out of that alive. And then you would be in such an incredibly commanding position now. You've just killed like 100 supply. 80 supply worth of stuff, and you lost sweet FA for it. Because Biles here are your only... what do you call it? What's the thing? Air unit. Anti-AoE. The Biles are your only AoE. There's no way in hell that that army, all that army there, would have killed all this. There's no chance in hell. Just once around would have done the whole trick. Literally a handful of Hydra and a bunch of Ravagers, like almost this entire gas bank that you've got in your army right now is just dedicated to these Ravagers and a handful of Hydralisks. Get a good surround. Vision matters. Vision helps you fight, and attacking from 2 angles means he can't kite easily and makes the decisions difficult. If the decisions are made difficult, the fights will be difficult, and that's how we can force errors from our opponent. So I hope that helps. If you have replays, please do send them in. omgitsdune@gmail.com. Find me on Reddit or on Discord, whatever works for you. Would love to see more replays. It's 1 o'clock already. We're in Australia, so yeah, and I'm gonna have to work out what the hell is going on with my stream because that is really frustrating. So yeah. Peace out, and we'll see you on the next one, guys. Hopefully that helps Ioannis Lecter. Cool name. I love that name.